thanks for coming in today. I want to welcome you to King Caterers, and I'm very glad that you're here. So if you can you explain a little bit about what the event that you're wanting to have catered?
Yes, so the event is going to be for the deaf community. It's going to be so that we can have the deaf community's children there, both hearing, hard of hearing, and deaf. It's in order to raise awareness for the deaf community. We have quite a few resources available for them, and people can walk around and see the different booths that we have and that type of thing. Yes, absolutely.
So what kind of numbers are you thinking you might be needing food for?
I mean, I'm thinking about 200 to 300, somewhere around there. I'm wondering if it's possible that maybe we can have caterers walk around and serve food, such as appetizers. They can just walk around with trays and serve that type of thing. We don't necessarily want a buffet or anything like that, just simple food that they can walk around with. Well, where do we think that they want to set that up in the building? Are you thinking of the kitchen or something else?
Well,
I haven't thought about that.
the question I would have is, I understand you don't want a buffet line, but more that you have kind of light snacks. Would you be wanting the catering service? Would you want us to provide kind of the servers, the people to walk around and actually serve the food? Or do you want us to just provide the food?
Yes, absolutely. If you wouldn't mind involving some of your servers, that would be helpful, especially just depending on cost, of course.
So, what's the date exactly that you're looking for this? Has that been pinned down yet?
So it's going to be on the Saturday the 7th. So let me think. That's on.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Saturday the 7th of June. It's going to be around afternoon, evening, so that the kids can be involved, of course. It's not going to be a late night thing, but just, maybe 2 to 5, maybe? Yeah, I think 2 to 5, 3 hours would be perfect. Yep, that sounds great. I don't want to feed anyone dinner, but just have snacks.
So, do you have any idea of what kind of appetizers you'd like to have? Do you want things like fresh vegetables and fruit trays? Do you want to have more kind of pastry type things? I'm not quite sure what exactly you'd like to have for that type of event.
It would be nice to have some roll-ups, maybe with some vegetables and some with meat, so that we're accommodating vegetarians as well. So, do you know those sandwiches? They're called ribbon sandwiches. They have a bunch of layers on them. And that you can just kind of open them up and see the different layers that are in
I'm
there.
very familiar with the ribbon sandwiches, so we could definitely provide that type of thing. And it sounds like you want to be sure to have a vegetarian option. Definitely more and more events are really wanting to provide that as well. Okay, great.
Yes, of course. And if we can have some kind of desserts as well, maybe like cream puffs or something like that, maybe like a fruit tart. What's that mean? Ah, like some kind of pastry. Maybe, yeah, like cream puffs. Clarification for the interpreter. It's just some kind of pastry. Do you know those kinds of molds? You can put like cream in them and then or chocolate and it becomes hard, like a shape, something like that.
Those would all be some options that we could provide. What I might suggest is now that I have kind of this preliminary information, that I take some time and go through some of our menu items and show you what some options would be and how much the cost would be. So that I can't really provide that right now, but maybe you could come back in a couple days. We could have another meeting, and I could kind of provide you with a few estimates of what the cost would be and what some of your options might be. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yes, so I would like to know your policy as far as cancellation goes.
We up to a month in advance, you can cancel, and there's no charge. After that point, when we're set and we have to start setting the schedules for the people who will be the servers, then if you cancel 2 weeks in advance, it's you have by the month out you have to have put down 50% down payment, and then up to a week in advance you can cancel, and you don't have to pay any more than that 50%. But once it goes beyond a week, you have to buy all the food and start preparing it, so you would have to pay the full price after that week. And when I give you that estimate, that'll all be clear on there as well. Well, thanks for coming in. My phone, I gotta go catch my phone. So I'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Yes, of course. Can I ask for a business
Sure.
card really quick?